Hi there. A few months back, I realized that I had been building bits and pieces across different repos to learn, to experiment, and to demonstrate to the clients how agentic systems work. A small parser here, a tool calling experiment there. I put a bunch of code together to settle an argument with myself about whether a workflow is the same as an agent. It was scattered, useful to me, opaque to others. And then a friend showed me his work, and I realized the most obvious thing. I need to pull it all together, put them all in one place, and treat it like real software, not like notebooks. So, this is what this video is going to be about. The project that I'm working on is called agentic-lab. It's a public monorepo. There's going to be three apps. Each app inside is going to be a small runnable demo of one specific agentic idea. So this video is not about the demo. There is no finished product or app to show yet. This is me just talking about how I'm thinking about this and how I'm laying the engineering groundwork. Now, the first thing I want to touch on, it's the distinction between workflows and agents. So most projects in this space blur the two. I have done that in the past. The word agent is doing a lot of unpaid work right now. People use it to mean any pipeline that involves a language model. That is not a useful definition. The one that I have started borrowing from Anthropic, uh, it's based on this piece that the blog post that they wrote called Building Effective Agents. A workflow follows a fixed path. Same input, same steps every time. You wrote the steps, the model executes inside that structure, but it does not get to change it. The control flow is yours. Agent gets to decide. You give it a goal and a set of tools, and it picks up what to do, in what order, and when to stop. The control flow is the models. So this is the whole distinction. Both are valuable, both have real world production use cases. The first step in the lab, the one I'm working on right now, is going to put a workflow and an agent next to each other on the same task. Same goal, same tools, same model, or at least that's what conceptually I have in my head. Two implementations, you watch how they behave differently and you can decide which fits the problem in front of you. Now, why a monorepo? Because the point is not to ship a product. I want to isolate ideas so each one is easy to see, run, and reuse. The layout is one app per idea. Each app is going to be self-contained, has its own README, runs on its own, shares only what genuinely needs sharing, like a model client, a prompt loader. So three apps I have planned thus far. App one, two, and three. I haven't got names. It's just easy for me to remember them like that. So the first one is about workflow versus agents. And the app two is going to be about like raw hand-rolled implementation of the code where you're basically calling the LLM API versus using a framework like Pydantic AI or LangChain or True AI. So you can see what the framework actually buys you and what it costs you in clarity. App 3 is the one I care about the most. A small platform assistant that does real cloud and DevOps work, not a toy, something a cloud slash platform engineer could actually use. So three demos, three distinct points, one repo, so engineering choices stay consistent amongst them. Now, here's one thing I want to emphasize on. The intention is to have this lab engineered and not just prototyped. I don't want to just wipe code, throw together a Jupyter notebook, get a flashy output, ship a screenshot, and move on. That gets me the dopamine hit, but it doesn't really build the depth I'm seeking. Also, if I do that, nothing from that workflow survives. Contact with production. None of the things that actually matter, the guardrails, the typing, the tests, the CI, secrets handling, are in the notebook. You build them after, if you build them at all. Usually you do not. So in this lab, I'm going to do the opposite. I'll lay the engineering first. Before any feature code, the foundation is in place. A pinned Python version, a single source of truth for dependencies, and a tool config, rough for lint and format, MyPy for in strict mode, security checks both at editor and in CI, a public, safe, secure secrets posture, a commit and a push guard, pre-commit hooks, and a CI pipeline that gates everything. I'm going to show you that in the next video. The point I wanted to make in this video is the reason of why I'm doing this. Now, when the feature code is going to land, it lands into a system that already behaves like production. You can't accidentally commit a key. You cannot ship code that fails lint or types. You cannot push something that breaks the build. The friction is at the right end of the process. The reason this matters for anything you would carry into production is simple. You spend most of your time outside the model. The interesting and difficult work in AI engineering is not the prompt. Now, where is this all going? So the repo and engineering groundwork are done. App 1 to 3 is what I have got conceptual ideas about. App 1 is in progress. If you go to the repo now, you will see a clean foundation, a README about what exists, what's planned, smoke test, single smoke test, where actual test suite is going to live. Roadmap beyond 3 apps, also labeled as not built in. So MCP support, agent-to-agent communication, human-in-the-loop approval flows, and safety and governance controls aligned to recognized frameworks like NIST AI, RMF, and ISO 42001. So this is where I'm heading in this lab. If you have built agentic systems and have a viewpoint, especially a different one, or something that I might have missed, I would love to hear. That's it. Thanks for your time and see you later.